Yes guys, so today this video is about my 10-year-old Mercedes, and I'm just going to go over it and give you my honest opinion since I've had it. So I've had it for 10 months, so I hope you enjoy this video. Let's get into it. Yes, so guys, as I said in the intro, this is my 10-year-old Mercedes, and this is my first video on the channel, so I want to introduce myself. I go by the name of J Russ, and today in this video we're reviewing my Mercedes 250 CDI AMG Sports Edition, 2014 model, and I've had it since the beginning of the year, so in January I picked it up. And yeah man, I just want to talk about what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and I guess kind of expose the sort of things you kind of see with a 10-year-old car. So yeah, this is the car. I got it in black. It doesn't have the standard wheels. It's got actually 19-inch rims here. So yeah, I like that finish. As you can see, it's a little bit battered, a little bit weathered. There's, oh, I thought that was rust. It's not rust, thank God. I thought it was rust. Nice leaves, but yeah, these are the 19-inch, sorry. And yeah, man, I like the car. This was the car that I wanted in 2014. So in 2014, I was in uni and I was broke, so I couldn't afford this. But 10 years later, I needed a daily driver sort of, because I have a company car, which you'll see in another video. It's an XC90. So that's my nice daily driver in a sense. And then this is my personal car. So if the missus has got the Volvo and I need to go somewhere, I'll hop in this. I did a nursery run in this, bro. It's a two-door. I do a nursery run in this. But anyway, if you come around the sides, it looks very nice. I think the Mercedes 250, or this generation of C-Class, is a timeless look. It's like, it doesn't even look that old. It still looks like a newish car. And obviously, if you look closer, you can tell it's a bit dated and things like that. But I enjoy this car. I love it. Ragging it around the country roads. As you come round, it looks, from afar, it doesn't look too bad for a 10-year-old car. But as you get closer, of course, you're gonna see some of the stone chips, you're gonna see some scratches and dents. I don't know if that was me or not, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm into cars, so this is sort of like a passion project, doing car videos and things like that. I don't know all the facts. I don't know about the aerodynamics. It's not my bag. But I'm willing to learn, so hopefully as time goes on, you'll see more information come out of my mouth about cars and things and that stuff like that. But yeah, let's get onto it. I love this car. It's got the sunroof, it opens up as well, so it's nice in the summer. Although my little one was kind of scared of it. I don't know why, but I mean, she is only 1 year old, so yeah, I like that. It has that nice look to it. In fact, I'll open it and you'll see what I mean. It just has that nice, cool look to it, you know? Hello, hi. Yeah, so yeah, I've got this open now, and as you can see, it actually opens quite wide, and it does air it up the car. Sometimes even in the winter, if it's not too, well, I say winter, in the autumn time like it is right now, it's not too bad having it open if you just want a bit of fresh air rather than having the windows down so it's not blowing in your face. But in the summer, yeah, it's perfect. You have that open, the windows down, music pumping. Yeah, it's a nice look. It does, I guess it does have that kind of boy racer look to it, and that kind of stereotype with this car. And a lot of people confuse it with the C63, because I had one friend come up to me, he's like, oh, you got the C63? And I was like, I wish, but I can't afford one. But, you know, by God's grace, I'll get there one day. But yeah, this car, like I said, is timeless. I love it. Driving it. So this is actually, as I said, this is the C250, so that's 201 brake horsepower, from factory, with 0 to 60, they claim 7.1 seconds. I don't know if it will still achieve that now, because obviously, as you know, some of you may know, as cars get older, they tend to lose maybe a couple of horsepower, unless you kind of like service it well, maybe even tune it, take it to someone who can like remap it and make it more efficient, which I thought about doing, but because it's a diesel, it's like, is there any point? Because you can't really enhance and improve a diesel like you can with a petrol car, and there's not much you can do with it. But as I've mentioned in this video, in fact, I'll go this side. In this video, I have a child, so I do the school run, nursery run. And if you come over here, we've got a bit of gear in the back, but that doesn't matter. So as you can see, we've got the car seat in the back. And as fun as this car is, I'm gonna have to get rid of it, guys. As much as I love it, I haven't even had it a year. I might end up keeping it a year, so like maybe sell it in the new year, just get a bit more fun out of it. But I will have to get rid of this. As much as I'd love to keep it, it is kind of like a bucket list car in the sense of, as I said, it was a car when I was younger at uni. I saw this and I wanted one. So the fact that I have had one and then experienced it, I can at least say I've done it. But the only reason I want to get rid of this is just because, like I said, I've got a daughter, and getting her in and out of this car at the moment while she's still a toddler and taking her to nursery, my back's finished. Look, I'm 30 years old, bruv. My back's going already. I did injure it during COVID, to be fair, and it's never been the same since. So I'm looking at maybe getting like the 4-door equivalent of this, maybe an E-Class. I am a Mercedes fanboy, so I would prefer to stay Mercedes, but it just depends what I can afford as a second car, because I've got the main car that I already pay monthly on. So yeah, man, this is the car, and potentially this might be gone, so you might not even see it again in another video. But yeah, I think overall this car is decent. Like, if you've seen my TikToks, so again, it's J Russ on TikTok, same as this YouTube channel. So I did a bit of like touch-up paint work. There was a massive scratch here, so you can't really see it that much now. But if you go closer, you can tell that I've kind of like covered up the thing, so you can't actually see the grooves of where the scratches were, because the paint's really filled it in. But yeah, it's a DIY job. It's not perfect. I'm not Matt Armstrong, so you're not gonna expect me to put this car up on a ramp and fix it and all them sort of thing there. But yeah, a couple cosmetic things. You obviously got the bits there. Like I don't even know if that was me or not. I think there's one. Yeah, this one here, that was definitely me. I took traction control off in the damp, and this is my first rear-wheel drive car, so I'm kind of learning as we go along. But yeah, and there's a couple. I think that was also at the same time. So I don't know if that will pass the MOT, but we'll see. My MOT is due at the end of the year. So again, referencing the TikTok video, I did the touch-up paint as well here. So there's spots around here that I've touched up. You can see it, when you get closer, you can see the bubbles where the paint is. It's literally just using a touch-up paint pen. So it wasn't like a brush or a spray. I could probably go over it with a spray, but you have to kind of be precise with that. There is this. I noticed this today, actually, after getting it washed, that there is a crack in the bumper. Lovely days. So when I go to sell it, if I don't get it fixed before selling it, that's probably going to lose me a little bit of money, but it is what it is. That's life. That's cars. I had to get a new tire the other day. Like, I feel I had to get a new tire. Then the bonnet wouldn't open, and I had the coolant light on. It was all a mess, but it's a 10-year-old car, so it happens. So it wouldn't open, so I took it to Halford's Auto Centre, so big up them in Banbury. And yeah, they got it sorted in a couple hours. It was basically the latches were seized, and they had to kind of like, I think they had to manually open it from the under tray, from underside it, and then they opened it and then they lubricated it all up. But yeah, man, this is my car. I love it. It's not perfect, but it is a 10-year-old car, so there is cosmetic things that need to get done. If you have a look in, excuse the mess. I couldn't be bothered to get the inside clean, but if we look at, you know, the steering wheel, you can tell it's dated. It's a 10-year-old car. The infotainment system is yeah, dated to say the least. And in fact, if I hop in and you go on the other side. So yeah, I've got all my bits here. I've got to kind of charge the old-fashioned way with the 12 volt. Oh yeah, I forgot to say it's an automatic, not a manual. I'm not sure if the next one will be a manual. I might do, I might not. And yeah, like it's got the gear shift panels and everything, so I can do all of that. But it's not the most responsive. It's a bit dated. I was looking online to see like you could potentially like remap it and everything like that, and get this to be a bit more a faster response and everything. But yeah, it's not something that I was willing to invest in just because I knew that I might get rid of it in the near future. But maybe the next car will be a bit of a project car. So then I might do a few drive-bys and then call it a wrap in that sense. But in fact, before we do that, I'll just say that over the last 10 months I've had this car, I've only had 2 issues, or 3 if you include the tyre. I had an issue with the brake sensor. Now that was just a faulty sensor. It happens. It can happen in a brand new car, it can happen in an old car. The ABS sensor fault, something one of the brake sensor faults that occurred. Then to just change the sensor, but I just had no ABS for like a couple of days, so it's a bit sketchy. And then, like I said, the issue with the bonnet, and then I had to change the tyre as well. But other than that, this car has been pretty reliable. It's a diesel, so mileage has been good, even though I'm always in sports mode. Every time I get in this car, I press this button and it goes into sports mode. Why am I driving an Eco? It's a sport edition car. It's meant to be driven sporty. So yeah, never in Eco, or never in efficient mode or whatever. And overall, I've enjoyed it. The car's been reliable. My missus was worried about was the fact that I'm buying such an old car. It's going to be high maintenance and things like that. But it's been decent. It hasn't been anything too costly in general. So yeah, I've enjoyed this car. I'm gonna miss it when I get rid of it. But yeah, it has to go, and you know, new things have to go on, you know what I'm saying? But but yeah, this is it. This is me in the car. I wish I could say more about it, but I don't really know enough about this generation of Mercedes. I only really seriously got into cars more, I'd say, in the last 5 years. And so I guess I could have done a bit more research, if I'm honest. But yeah, I'm just starting out. I'm learning as we go along. Maybe the next videos will be more structured. I've got an idea for a series coming up as well. So where I'll review more cars. So more on that in another video, or maybe I'll give an update in my TikToks. So yeah, we're gonna do a few drive-bys, but I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please give your feedback in the comments, and yeah, like and subscribe and all of that jazz, as all the YouTubers say. It'd be great to see those numbers go up. It obviously will help me to do more things and better things and improve. So thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.